So finally we have some news to share on Boohoo, so we're going to do a little bit of an update here, what's going on with this business, and it is a lot to do around their increase in their ownership of Revolution Beauty. Yesterday we saw that they increased their stake into this business. We'll see what that means for Boohoo, what it means for Revolution Beauty, and could we potentially see a full acquisition happen here. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Let's get started. So Boohoo has had a rough 2021-2022. You can see here on the share price, it was a stock that was over £3, even up to the £4 range, and it's been going lower and lower and lower through 2021 into 2022, where it's now 40p, and that puts it on the levels that it was at below its IPO. So the share price now is 42% where it IPO'd in 2014, 8 years ago. So you can see here the share price has absolutely been destroyed on this business, and unfortunately for me, someone that is holding some shares in Boohoo, that also means that I'm having a bit of pain with this stock at the moment. However, I still own all my stock, and I still have very high conviction that this company will be able to turn things around on the share price point of view. So I've been a shareholder in Boohoo for just over 2 years. So originally I bought Boohoo in the CV situation here. After buying the stock in the CV situation, I was up over 80% very quickly within a month, 2-month period, and I actually ended up selling all my shares. From June 2020, the stock then dived again. I bought some more shares again. It went up a bit, sold some shares, bought back in, and then I started trimming some shares, and I've held a lot more. The shares that I had remaining left, I've held them and even added on a little bit in this dip down here. So this has been a very volatile stock, and it's a stock that I've made some good money on, but unfortunately the shares that I now have are obviously having quite a bit of pain at the moment. And previously this company's been absolutely fabulous on the revenue and profit front. You can see here they've held on a pretty decent margin for a fast fashion kind of brand. To be holding around that 5-6% profit margin is obviously very good for this sort of business or the industry that it's in, and that's because a lot of Boohoo owns its own brands, and that's what I've always liked about Boohoo compared to the likes of ASOS. However, recently you'll see here that revenue has stagnated, and you'll see here that profit has declined. This is a combination of a lot of factors that we obviously know about in the world at the moment: inflation pressures, shipping pressures, and that's affecting the business. And that's why the share price is now getting valued at very low levels, because people are looking at Boohoo and going, could this go bankrupt? Is this now going to be a struggling business? And I think that's the big thing. If Boohoo does turn it around here and get back to their old profit margins, and as soon as they come out of this tough situation, the hard comps, do they move back into a positive direction? If that happens, then obviously you're looking at the share price here, and this Boohoo is good. This sort of price is a fantastic opportunity. Obviously, if you think that they're never going to recover and these margins are going to stay down here forever, then obviously you don't think this is probably a buy. Now, we know this is a industry kind of thing that's going on. We actually talked about ASOS on the Patreon on the stock request. We talked about ASOS, and ASOS are actually probably doing better financials than Boohoo at the moment, which is probably worth pointing out. But ASOS are having the same issues as Boohoo, so we know it's not like it's a Boohoo problem here. We only have to look at the likes of Boohoo, ASOS, a lot of companies in this sort of area. They're all getting hurt by these sort of pressures. So, I mean, you can think that this is going to be a problem that stays around for a long time. But if that's the case, then you're going to be seeing a lot of businesses going out of operation or going bust, like ASOS, like Boohoo. So I think this is something that will be resolved, and hopefully resolved in 2023. But I don't want to focus a lot more on what Boohoo's doing and what's happened on that point of view today. I wanted to focus more on the new news with Boohoo, because we've talked about this issue multiple times in the last few months through 2022. So the new news is that they have extended their stake once again in Revolution Beauty. They are now up to a 26.47% stake in Revolution Beauty, now making it its single largest shareholder. So this is actually going to be really interesting to be watching, because this is now a big chunk of ownership, and it clearly says to me that this is more than just a bit of a side investment. I think we are staring at Boohoo now, looking at the opportunity to take over Revolution Beauty. Now, I'm sure most of you know the issue going around Revolution Beauty at the moment. The founder and the CEO has resigned, and that is to do with the issues of the shares being suspended. Their shares have been suspended as at the moment the auditor has not signed off their accounts. And this has been going on for around about 3 months, I would say, right now. And we are waiting for confirmation of what's going on. Clearly, there is a big issue that has been found with inside the business through this auditor issue, and that's causing problems for Revolution Beauty at the moment from a share price or a operation point of view, from buying and selling the shares. Now, Boohoo themselves seem to have acquired these shares from Jupiter. Jupiter are an investment management business that owned a big stake in Revolution Beauty. They are themselves having a few issues at the moment, and they have been selling a lot of chunks of their shares off, and it looks like that is potentially where Boohoo have acquired their shares from. But Revolution Beauty itself is a company that's still out there today, even though there's this pain going on with the accounts and the issue. There's still a actual business out there operating today. And the only things I've ever heard about Revolution Beauty are really positive things. I think if you ask any female between the age of 18 to 30, I would say in particular, not that it's just limited to them ages, but I'd say in particular them ages, they are big fans of their products. You only have to go into Boots, for example, to see how empty some of their shelves will be, people looking at the products. And my girlfriend actually ordered something from Revolution Beauty the other day. She actually said it's a really good product, and she has a few of their products. And there was actually a tester for this. Revolution have actually launched their a man's collection now, and it was this Revolution Man Intense. And you can see here there's 2 reviews which give it 4.5 stars, which obviously is pretty good. And you can see there's 24 sold in the last 48 hours. When she ordered her product, there was actually what these guys are saying, that they got like a small tester with it, and I thought, go on then, I'll see what it's like. And actually, I tried this product and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good, especially when you look at the price. It's something like £14, is it? Yeah, £14. I was like, I actually might get some of this myself, and it just shows you, like, I know that their products are popular, and now they're even expanded into a man's collection, and the product that I tested as well, was actually, really impressive. So, yeah, I mean, all you hear about this product is how good the products that they make are and how well they do sell. And you only have to look at the financials. In the financial year 2022, sales were up 42%, and adjusted EBITDA was up as well 73%. And even going into 2022, there was some issues around this business, around the Russia situation. The logistic issues were hitting them a bit, inflationary pressures were hitting them a bit, and also they came out with a bit of a profit warning because of that. But even when you take that into consideration, this business was still performing really well. It's still offering very good growth. The products are good, and I really like this business. Now, there's obviously a bit of pinch of salt that obviously they're having accounting issues at the moment, so there's some numbers that aren't exactly 100% correct here. But I don't know, I can't see this business having a bit of an error here and then or having some sort of fraudulent numbers when they've given a profit warning. If you were lying about your numbers, I don't know why you'd come out with a profit warning. So I don't think it's anything kind of against there. And we know they are performing quite well from a sales point of view, from what I said earlier, from just personal accounts going into the store and the reviews of the products themselves. So yeah, overall, I think that obviously this would probably be a good acquisition for Boohoo, moving into a bit of a makeup area and getting a UK product like Revolution Beauty. And overall, Boohoo at the end of the day sell Revolution Beauty products on their own website, so they got first-hand experience, or they'll see the numbers that are shipping out of Boohoo of the Revolution Beauty products, and they're like, okay, this is shipping quite well. That's obviously why it's given them a massive confidence to kind of go, it's probably worth a punt here, buying some shares here at these sort of levels, because obviously it's priced really low because of the issues that are going on at the moment. And then they've gone and obviously bought the stake here, and obviously adding that another income stream into Boohoo is good. Getting it at a cheap valuation, buying in a massive crash situation that we have that's going on right now is obviously a good move to be making. And you look at Revolution Beauty that obviously have had their the CEO step down now, Adam Minto, and there's the issues here going on the auditor point of view, but you can't deny that it's not a good product. You know, they have very good products. They're clearly a business that are doing well on the shelves. So there is a good business here. And I think that obviously there's the issues going on with Revolution in the background, but I think this could be the perfect situation where Boohoo get to buy a company for, you know, a very cheap amount of money. And then you look at Revolution that are on the issue at the moment with all the auditor issues, Adam Minto stepping down. I think it's a perfect thing for Revolution to kind of, you know, sell up now and move on and let Boohoo, you know, take on this product and keep it, you know, the business itself keep going successful from what we've seen previously and how well it's performed. So I think this is a win-win situation for Revolution Beauty, where I think it's time to, you know, sell the shop a little bit and, you know, let someone else take over from here. And, you know, obviously Boohoo run the books a little bit better, but obviously keep how well it's been performing from a sales point of view. But also from Boohoo, they have a chance now to extend the products that they offer, have another brand name, a good brand name under the belt, and could drive, you know, growth for them going forward as well, which would be great. So yeah, I'm quite hopeful that this is a complete buyout here of Revolution. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in a bit.